right. So this, for those of us warnings from the experts that, it's going to get pretty intense in terms of the impact that this virus is having on everyone. And so I thought I would bring some intention around sending love, sending good vibrations to the planet. And what better way to do that than through a mantra that some of you may be familiar with. This one honors the deity Vishnu, which is the preserver. And a preserver, one who we think of related to peace, right? And bringing overall balance and harmony to our world. And so when we get to the point where we open up with our chant, I'll turn you on to this particular mantra and invite you to keep that mantra within you and help spread that energy outwards as well. It's Om Namo Balasana. I'll go ahead and get onto my mat, and you can do the same. So finding child's pose. Taking those big toes together. Spread the knees out as wide as feels right. And just reach those arms straight ahead. And let your foreheads come down onto the mat gently. And begin to find your breath. Find length. Find connection. And space. Now bring those prayer hands together. And then with your next breath, bring the prayer hands to the backs of your necks. And maybe walk the elbows forward just a little bit. Find some length through the side body. Through the Good. Next exhale, go ahead and bring those hands back down onto the mat. Take another inhale and lift your head just enough to hover off the mat. And then exhale the arms over to the right side for a nice side stretch through that left side. Walk the arms over to the other side. And let that head come back to rest. And pause here for another couple breaths. And one more deep inhale. Long exhale. Nice. Next inhale, we're coming all the way back up to tabletop. And sitting back in your choice, Vajrasana or Virasana, whatever you're feeling most comfortable with this morning. Inhale, take the arms out wide, reach them all the way up to the sky. Bring the prayer hands back to your hearts. Come back to your intentions. Picture, visualize a healthy planet. A green and blue planet. Beautiful trees. Clean rivers and streams and oceans. Plants and animals. All sharing love with one another. Living in harmony. All right, so feel free to join me now in the mantra. It's Om Nara, Om Namo Nara Naya. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, mouth. Inhale. Om Namo Naranaya. Om Namo Naranaya. Om Namo Naranaya. Om Namo Naranaya. Om Naronaya. Om Namo Naranaya. All right, let's come down into tabletop and start following the breath with some gentle rounding and opening cats and cows, following the exhales and the inhales. Again, remembering to let every single component of that spine partake in the flow, the awakening. Every vertebra, every disc, feeling the fluidity. And come back to your neutral spine, and then just feel free to move wherever it feels right with the continued connection through the hands and knees and feet. So maybe making some circles with that upper body and feeling both directions. Center. And a little bit more breath work. Coming back into Vajrasana. Gentle fists. And we're doing this if we've got healthy stomachs, healthy digestion areas here, the intestinal area. So if you just eaten already, or you've got issues going on in the abdominal area, then you're just resting your hands here on the tops of the thighs. Okay. So we'll inhale through the nose, right? Exhaling through the mouth as we fold forward over those fists, right? Or over the flat hands. So we'll go with 6. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Slowly coming back up, finding that natural breath. Beautiful. All right, let's come back down onto our hands and knees. All right. Tuck your toes. Actually, from here, let's go ahead and thread some needle. All right, we'll take about 5 breaths with each side. So let's inhale the right arm out and up to the sky. All right. Exhale through that left side. Gently bringing that right shoulder, right ear down. And we'll just take that left arm straight ahead and let the hips come back. You can feel the pulse of Ma below you, Ma, Earth. And as you root that left hand, send your hips back just a little bit. Just 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Bring that left hand back in towards the right wrist. Press your hand in the earth and slowly unthread, sending that right arm out and up to the sky one more time. And exhaling, right hand coming back down. Good. Reach up to the sky. Exhaling through that right side. Gently bringing the left shoulder, left ear down, sending that right arm straight ahead. And another 5 breaths here. All right, bring that right hand back to the left wrist. Root that right hand, slowly unthread, sending that left arm all the way up to the sky once again. And then exhaling it back down. All right, go ahead and tuck your toes. Take a deep inhale here and make your way back to downward dog for 5 breaths of whatever you want to do while you're here. Just find some space. Find more breath. Let your breath touch all parts of the body here, especially those that are still in the process of waking up, still a little stubborn. Just send your breath there. And then take those feet out wide, just enough for you to take your next exhale and make your way down to Malasana. Whatever version feels right this morning. Inviting the hips to open up. Again, taking your time, sending love to those hips with each breath. And having the patience to let them take their time and finding more opening. Okay, 2 more breaths here. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and bring the fingertips down. And slowly make your way up to Uttanasana. Right, so the hips come up, forward fold. Let those upper bodies just sort of hang off the hips. Nice gentle hinge. Bending the knees as much as you need to. And maybe cradling those elbows and a little swaying from side to side. Nice, a little more hollowing out of the belly. Taking the breath up just a little bit higher up into the lungs. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and let those fingertips come back down onto the mat. And then slowly ragdoll your way up, feeling that earth deep with those feet, using the gravity to slowly make your way up. Subtle engagement through the midsection, and then inhale those arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale the arms all the way back down along the sides of the body. Beautiful. All right, let's do some more breath work. Again, empty stomachs, healthy stomachs are key with this one. If you don't have those, then you're going to want to stay away from the drawing in of the navel and creating that vacuum effect. And just go with the inhales and the exhales. All right. Otherwise, taking the hands, fingers on the inside or the outsides of the upper knees here. You know? Coming to your breath, coming to your pelvic floor, right? Mula Bandha, engaging there. Beautiful. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale it all through the mouth. Draw your navel in towards your spine, upwards as you hold your breath, engage. Let go of the engagement. Slowly inhale. Gentle exhale, still through the nose. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Deep inhale. Exhale, mouth. Engage. Release and inhale. Gentle exhale. All right, one more time. Deep inhale. Exhale. Engage. Release. Slowly inhale. Gentle exhale. Beautiful. Slowly make your way back up to standing. Come up to the top of your mat. And we'll take another few breaths of Uttanasana. So inhale, take the arms off. More breaths here. Taking the gaze behind you. Then spreading those feet once again. Coming right back down into your Malasana. And settling in here, 3 more breaths. More opening up of the hips, more tallness through the spine. Watching the breath flowing up, pranic direction. And back down in the aponic direction. All right, here's our chance. Kakasana, first round. Right hand shoulder width apart, coming up. Now, if you're not into the Kakasana this morning, then just stay in Malasana or maybe find something in between to play with. All right, otherwise, we're taking those inner knees, tweezing along the triceps, coming forward onto the arms and shoulders, and breathing. And breathing way up into the heart center as you draw that navel deeper and deeper into the spine. Gaze always forward. And find a little bit more space along the shoulder blades. Mula. Lots of Mula Bandha. Lots of Uddiyana Bandha. And one more breath. Beautiful. Now take those feet back down slowly. Nice. One breath here in Malasana. Good. Then take the fingertips back down onto the mat. Slowly lift your hips, right? Feet are still wide. Maybe paralleling the feet a little bit. And then sending those arms straight ahead. And those hips back. Good. Finding lots of length here now. So imagine your sit bones touching the wall behind you and the fingertips touching the wall in front of you. Really bring some space here. Again, come back to visualizing what's going on with your spine. Seeing just a little bit more space in between each disc and vertebra. Gazing slightly forward. And if you want to excite the shoulders just a little bit more, maybe bringing the pinkies in and thumbs out. Some external rotation of the arms. Good. One more breath here. Well done. All right, we're bringing those hands back down. Guess what? 5 more breaths of Kakasana if you want it. Otherwise, you're back to Malasana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, and 5. All right, we're stepping or floating those feet back to a high plank. Yeah, pausing here for another couple breaths. All right, flowing through your vinyasas, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhaling cobra or upward dog. And exhaling, downward dog. All right, let's take 5 breaths here. Beautiful. All right, let's inhale onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, let's come all the way up, arms up and overhead. Good. Right. So why don't we bring the feet together, legs together, take the right hand to the left wrist. Inhale, find lots of length, and then exhale over to your right. Take the gaze up to the sky, a little bit of a twist. Keep that left foot rooted. I know mine feels like it wants to come up. Bring it back down. Good, inhale straight up, taking the gaze straight ahead. Let's go ahead and switch hands and wrists. Inhale, super long. And then exhale. Feel that right side really get stretched and lengthened. And watch the breath make its way all the way through that right side. Again, maybe a subtle spiral here. Gazing up to that beautiful full moon that's going to be arriving today. Good, next inhale, we're looking straight ahead. Exhale the arms all the way down. And then inhale them right back up. Hook your thumbs, palms facing straight ahead. Find that central axis once again. And then open up your hearts. Good, each breath more length. More showing up of that sternum, up to the sky. Well done. Inhale, straight up. Exhale, swan dive, coming all the way back over. Inhale, reach your hearts. Exhale, fold. All right. Inhale, let's come all the way back up once again. Nice. Exhale, another forward fold. Bring your fingertips down. Let's go ahead and take the right foot back, low lunge style. Take that right knee down, untuck your right toes. Good. Inhale, come on up. Good. And just find length here. Find openness through the spine. And then bring your palms together. Exhale your hands to your hearts. Come forward just a little bit. Take another inhale. And then exhale that twist. Right elbow coming across that left knee. And send that left elbow up to the sky. And coming forward just a little bit more with that lunge if it feels good. Feel the right thigh coming just a little bit closer to the earth. Take another 2 breaths here. Beautiful. All right, root with that left foot. Inhale, come all the way back up to center. Bring the arms up for one more breath. And then exhale, take those hands back down. Yeah, right knee lifts, take the left leg back. Right. All right, next inhale brings the right foot forward. And exhaling that left knee down. Tucking or untucking the toes. Inhaling, sending the arms up. Yeah. Hands coming together, exhaling to your hearts. Right? Coming forward just a little bit. Take one more inhale here. Feel that spine get long. And then exhale, we take the twist. Cross that right knee. And coming forward just a little bit more once again. Good. 4 more breaths here. Cool. All right, let's come back to center. Breathing those arms up for 1 more breath. And exhaling. Hands come down. Or just simply meet back in downward dog. So following your breath. Nice. 3 breaths in dog. Okay, let's inhale the left leg back, extended dog. Then bring that left foot forward, right in between your hands. Pivot your back foot and come on to Virabhadrasana 2. Just give yourself a breath or two to check in with your foundation through your legs. Mm-hmm. And once you've got that going there, go ahead and take that right arm behind you, finding your half bind. Just being with it for another few breaths. Taking your gaze beyond the left fingertips. And imagine the most beautiful horizon from days or years past on this beautiful planet of ours. Then inhaling to a reverse warrior. Still keeping that half bind intact. Good. And then exhaling, straightening that left leg, coming forward with that left arm, and coming up with a Trikonasana, still with a half bind. So a triangle with half bind, finding a place along that left leg. And try not to rest as much. Try not to dump on that leg, but instead use both legs to create that apex here at the tops of the legs, and then feel that spine making its way forward. And maybe taking the drishti, the gaze up towards the sky, to help inspire that right shoulder to come on top of the left here. And 1 more breath. Good. Now take that gaze back towards that left foot. Start bending that left knee. Bring that left hand down onto your mat or your block and shift the weight onto that left leg and come into this variation of half moon and celebration of the full moon today. All right. Another 4 breaths here. And by all means, if there's some variations that you want to go from for here, whether it's maybe a half prayer, right? Maybe finding the right foot with your right hand and turning this into a little bit of a heart opener. Feel free to go there. Just a few more breaths. Nice. Now, bring that half bind back. Send the right leg back if you get the catch. And then slowly bring that right foot back down. Warrior 2 distance. And slowly come back to your traditional classical Warrior 2. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and lengthen the left leg. Pivot the left foot. Setting ourselves up for a Prasarita Padottanasana variation. This one will actually take reverse prayer. So take the arms all the way up and then exhale the arms behind you. Now there are a few options you can take here. One is just simply interlacing the fingers. Another one's cradling the elbows. And the last one is to actually find so let the tops of your heads journey downwards towards earth. If you've got that reverse prayer going on, feel it inspire the thoracic to open up a little bit more by feeling the blades along that upper part of your spine. Empty it out a little bit more in the belly. Draw more of the breath up into your heart. And then one more breath here. And follow your next inhale all the way back up. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and release the arms. Breathe them all the way back up to the sky. Then exhale them halfway down. All right, let's find that second warrior two. Simply pivot the right foot, root, bend your right knee, and just check in. Okay. Maybe playing a little bit with how you root, maybe drawing the heels in towards each other. Notice how that sort of engages through the legs there. Good, then come up through the spine, feel it nice and vertical, feel its fingertips in the front, the back ends there. And find that half bind once again. Take another few breaths here, taking your gaze just beyond the right fingertips. And next inhale, we're taking that right arm all the way up, 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 and maybe back. And then exhaling. And you know what? We didn't do this on the first side, so we're going to take this now, lengthen the right leg, and go to Trikonasana. All right, so exhale, bring that right arm as far forward as you can first, feeling that right femur head going into the hip, and then making the connection. And finding your half bind triangle. Gazing up to the sky. Legs engaged. All right, one last breath here. All right, gaze going down, bending that right knee, taking the right hand just in front of and to the right of that right foot, and making your way to half moon. Half bind still there. Again, feel free to play. Maybe it's a half prayer. Maybe you've got the catch to that left foot. Really feel that right foot. So deeply rooted. So strong through that right leg. If you've got the hand to foot, release, come to your half bind. Extend that left leg straight ahead. If you've got the half prayer, take that right hand back down. Take one more breath. Good. All right, bending the right knee, taking that left foot back down, finding that warrior two, classical warrior two. And then lengthen that right leg. Pivot your right foot. And pivot your left foot. Come back to your warrior two. And then we'll exhale the hands down to the mat. Good, take that left leg back. And flowing through your vinyasas. And all the way back to double. All right, inhale onto the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees, and we'll come forward onto our bumps. Okay? Side of that left leg. So we're going to do Janu Shasana. Okay. Now there is an option here if you'd like to take it. If you practice Ashtanga, I don't know if I have any Ashtangis on this morning. It's a moon day, so they may be taking the day off and taking this class. But anyways, if you want to take hero with this leg, you're welcome to. All right. Otherwise, You're sticking with the sole of the right foot along the inside of the left leg. And then we're taking our gaze, right, in the direction of the bent leg. And we're feeling tallness. Right? And then with our next exhale, we're taking that left hand out along that left leg. If we can catch that left foot, great. If we can't, still okay. Just find a place to engage somewhere along that left leg. Take the right arm up towards the sky and then slowly come down along the same line as that left leg. Now, if you really want to make that catch, but you can't quite do it with the shoulders stacked, no problema. Come forward in front of that left leg, rounding the back, yeah? And finding a shorter distance there to make the reach. Once you got it, and make that revolutionary revolve direction, if you will. You are, whether it's here or here, yeah, somewhere in between. Just take another couple breaths. Really feel that right side open up. Good. Now, if you've got that toe in hand, right, go ahead and show your torso back down towards the earth, and then just walk the hands back to middle and then slowly come up. And if you're here, then you're just coming up here. We'll all meet right back up here. All right, then we'll take that right leg and lengthen it. Okay. And just sort of reset everything here. Then we'll go ahead and go to the other side, taking the right sole or left sole of the foot along the right leg. And then taking a little bit of a twist over here towards that bent left leg and just sort of letting the spine acclimate to that little bit of space, of direction, of lengthening. Mm-hmm. And then we'll, with the next exhale, we'll go ahead and take that right arm along the right leg, yeah, and connect with whatever part of that limb or foot you can. Inhale that left arm all the way up and coming over to find the space here. And once again, if you want that toe, you can come forward a little bit. So just sort of rounding the back, coming forward, and just bringing that right shoulder on the inside of that right leg. And then opening up the hearts, and stacking the shoulders, and really feeling that just so delicious. I know that term is overused a lot to describe how good it feels in some of these asanas, but it really does feel good. Be mindful of what's going on with that left glute, the left sit bone. No worries if it's come up off the mat, but just feel it making its way back towards the mat to root. Take 2 more breaths. All right. So either taking the left arm all the way up, coming upright, or sort of taking your gaze back down, bringing the hands down, arms down, engaging the inner core and coming back up this way. Yeah. All righty. Let's go ahead and bring the legs together. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourselves a hug. And find the backs of the knees and make your way up to Navasana, or at least half Navasana, Ardha Navasana, this version anyways. And healthy backs, you're definitely taking your arms forward. And we're flowing now. So the inhale, maybe lengthening the legs. Good. Exhale back to half. Inhale full. Exhale half. Inhale. Exhale. Keep flowing with your rhythm. And do smile. Next time you go to full boat, pause there and then slowly let the limbs make their way down, but not quite all the way down. And stay here for a few more breaths. Muscles throughout the body subtly engaged. Gaze straight up to the sky. All right. Draw those knees up in towards your chest. Give yourselves a gentle hug. Good. Now take the legs straight up to the sky. Open them up just a little bit. Then stack your right knee on top of the left. And find your eagle legs. Find your eagle legs. Then take your hands behind the skull, just at the base of the skull. All right? And then lift your shoulder blades up off the mat. Yeah. Yeah. Inhale here. Exhale now. Take that forehead towards the knees for a little bit of a crunch. Yeah. Inhale. Open up, but don't let the shoulder blades touch. Don't let the feet touch. Good. Exhale back to the crunch. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Two more. Nicely done. All right, go ahead and let your scapula come back down. Keep the legs eagle-like. Take the hands out to the ankles or the shins or the feet, whatever's accessible, and slowly draw those feet towards earth. And then take those hands, arms out wide, and we'll go with a twist here. Exhaling the left leg, or rather the legs over to the left side. Right leg still on top of the left. Take your left hand to the outside of that right thigh and take your gaze out towards your right hand. Go with 4 more long breaths. Nice. All right, release that right leg with the left hand. Slowly breathe the legs up. And untangle the legs. Send them straight up to the sky. All right, we'll go ahead and stack the left on top of the right. Gotta bring some balance, right? Hands back to the base of the skull, lifting the scapula just up off the mat. Good. Now take those feet without touching, take them down towards the earth. Take another inhale here. Exhale, we crunch. Inhale, open. 4 more times. Nice job. All right, scapula coming back. Okay. Go ahead and take the arms out wide. Untangle. Wait, no, we're keeping the legs tangled. Take the hands to the ankles. I should add more espresso. Take the hands to the ankles or the shins of the feet once again, and then just give a nice gentle opening up of the outer outer thighs, the IT bands, and should feel it in the glutes too. 2 more breaths. Good. Take the arms out wide. Now we go for the twist. This time over to the right. Let those legs come all the way over. Maybe the right hand to the outside of that left thigh. And then taking that gaze, that drishti, off to the left. All right, good. Release that leg. And bring the legs back up to center. Unstack the legs. Send them straight up one more time. And now draw the knees into your chest. Give yourselves a hug. Yeah. And then start rocking forward and back a few times. And then come all the way up to seated pose. Find a nice, comfortable position here. And before we go into Shavasana, we're going to do a little bit of Nadi Shodhana. Okay, some alternate nostril breathing. So right hand, index and middle finger to the palm. Pinky rests on the ring finger. The thumb, right, covering the right side of the nose. Ring finger the left. So I like to start at the bridge, right, and slide that thumb down the right side just far enough to cover up that right pathway. Now come back to your body. Inhale right. Cover right. Open left exhale. Inhale left. Cover left. Open right and exhale. Inhale right. Cover right. Open left and exhale. Okay. 2 more on your own. Once you're finished, take another 3 breaths through both sides, letting your right hand rest back on the top of your right thigh. All right, gently now, making your way onto your backs. And letting everything go. And as you let yourself go, feel once again that warm embrace from our planet, our mother, who's been there for billions, literally billions of years, giving all that she has, right? For the happiness of all the living creatures, the plants, the trees, the animals, the humans, the water, the sky, the air. I'd be so grateful, so very grateful. And let this positive energy that create here, our loving energy for the planet, the harmony, the peace, let that touch all those who aren't all there with that appreciation. And let that love touch them. Let it help them love her just as much as we love her. All right, just take your time. Drawing the knees gently up towards the chest for another embrace. Self-love. Make your way over to either side. Pausing for a few breaths. Your intentions. And eventually making your way back to easy seated pose. Let's bring the hands back together at our hearts and close, bringing joy and freedom for all sentient beings. Let's bring that breath back together. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth and exhale. Another deep inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste.